A court decision that was taken earlier this year in June in Cologne in Germany ruled that circumcision on a healthy child was tantamount to bodily harm. Now, the repercussions of this went throughout the country with a ban on circumcision in most areas. Now, at the time, the Jewish and the Muslim community reacted to this, seeing it as an attack on their religious rights. But on a European level, it's an issue that is fundamentally one of human rights, and more specifically, the right to choose which religion one practices.
The circumcision issue in Germany, more than a ban, creates a lot of challenges for European legislation. One of the challenges is that European legislation has to consider if there is a Christian-Jewish heritage in Europe or there is the secular society. In both cases, it has to take care of the welfare of the children, but on the other side, protect religious freedom.
It's clear from the Jewish community's response that they see the German ban on circumcision as potentially creating a broader threat to Jewish cultural life and traditions across the European Union.
If you touch the major point of the Jewish religion, which is circumcision, you can start touching all the rest of the subjects and the freedom of religion. The freedom of the secular world cannot be protected by restricting the freedom of religion.
The original ruling was based on the medical grounds that circumcision for the purpose of religious upbringing constitutes a violation of physical integrity. While some medical associations, both in Germany and America, aren't against circumcision, there are many doctors in Europe who wouldn't agree.
Among the medical complications after circumcision, we have to consider anesthesia. About 50% of circumcisions are performed under total anesthesia. Also, the intervention itself may have some complications. Any surgical intervention, how simple it may look, can have complications like bleeding, infection, pain. There also might be some cosmetic problems because not every circumcision looks nice afterwards, and it should look nice. Then there's also the sexual problem. In later life, if you lose part of your foreskin, you probably also lose part of your sexual pleasure later on.
While the question of rights remains complicated and unresolved on the issue of child circumcision in Europe, it's clear that the recent events in Germany have opened up a wider debate.
I think that it's good that somebody opened the debate. So far we had individuals, like myself, who basically refused to do circumcisions on healthy foreskins. But I think that now the debate has been opened politically, and now it can start. And maybe we should try to do some kind of serious study looking for the complications.
The ethical debate about circumcision is not useful, but it is a reaction to fundamentalism from religious side, from several religions, especially the Muslim religion probably, which the European Union and members of the European Union are afraid of. But you cannot counteract against this with fundamentalism from the civil society. This doesn't work. You have to reconcile both of them and have a serene debate.
For the moment, the issue of child circumcision remains unresolved in Germany, but the federal government have said they will be legislating in due course. But what remains to be seen is how the European institutions are going to respond to this issue. Robin Creswell for JN1 from Brussels.